Hello everybody, welcome to the Tube. So much going on. Here's our lineup. So, what do you really need to know about Apple's new smartwatch? Why did Twitter just buy a startup that has yet to release its app? Who will enjoy HBO's standalone streaming service exclusively? What in God's name is this Japanese crowdfunded project doing? How funny can Frank Underwood be? These are the questions. Here are the answers. Go! Bad news for David Cameron, good news for Tor Network and lovers of the free and open internet. That's us. Month after UK Prime Minister David Cameron sought to ban strong encryption, a new parliamentary briefing contradicts that, at least when it comes to Tor, the anonymous web browser. The briefing issued by the Parliamentary Office of Science and Technology specifically referenced the Tor anonymity network and its notorious ability to slide right around such censorship schemes. There is widespread agreement that banning online anonymity systems altogether is not seen as an acceptable policy option in the UK, the briefing explained. Well done, British Parliament, there's still hope for you. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, or on your wrist. What is it? What is it? Apple held a big event in Cupertino yesterday to show off their highly anticipated Apple Watch. Starting price for the hyped smartwatch will be $549 to $1,049 for the 38mm version and $599 to $1,099 for the 42mm version, depending on your wristband. Oh, and there's also an edition in gold that will start in, wait for it, $1 million. Nope, sorry, it's $1,000. Still way too much. And to push the watch into our hands and hearts, Apple brought top model Christy Turlington to the party. Here's the commercial she stars in.
As a kid, as an adult, and now, as a mother. Maternal health is the most important issue to me. It's a big part of why I run. I came to Kilimanjaro for the half marathon. The length of this race is similar to the distance that mothers in developing countries like Tanzania need to travel to get basic obstetric care. I founded Every Mother Counts for them. They are my motivation. I've just started using Apple Watch, and that's what it is, motivation. Not just for training, but for everyday things. During the race, I relied on the workout app. It tracked my time, measured my distance, and pushed my pace. In the short time I've been using it, I can already see how this is going to be an important part of my life.
Yeah, sorry, it's $10,000, not $1,000. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so with a battery that will last for 18 hours, a design that makes it a fashion accessory, and numerous apps to make it worth your while, Apple Watch has landed. So what do we think of it? Let's talk to Editor-in-Chief and Apple hater, Yaron Tenbring. Good evening.
Hi, I don't hate Apple. I'm critical of Apple.
Okay, so before we're going to start with the hateful criticism, what's good about the watch?
It has a very nice user interface. I think Apple actually cracked something in the very design of the interface. You know, how do you use a screen that's so small? And the system they developed, like the interface, the user interface, is kind of brilliant with all the little circles representing apps, and it looks really nice. It's well designed. It's a nice looking watch.
Yeah, you know, The Verge, they said that it's going to change the fashion world. Really?
No. No, seriously, Apple really wants to push this as a fashion accessory, and they're hiring all kind of designers in the fashion world just to boost their sales, basically, because the thing is, people are still asking, why do we need this? And Apple's answer seems to be, because it's fashionable. I don't know. I mean, it's they're throwing a lot of money on pushing it as such. I mean, this commercial we've seen with Christy Turlington, it's ridiculous, but that's the point. It's fashionable. It's for health freaks or fitness freaks, and you know, it's kind of the right watch to have.
You know, but in the past, okay, the right watch to have, because in the past we questioned about the necessity of a device, and we didn't really see many people having smart watches of any kind. Only the extreme geeks we occasionally have here in our studio. Did anything, but can Apple really set this watch to be something that you must have? Are we going to start seeing it on every third person?
That's their big test, basically, because I didn't see anything in their launch event yesterday that tells me, oh, you have to have this watch. If you want to have this watch, you have to have an iPhone. I don't own an iPhone, or an iPad, and which I own, but still, you know, it's not a standalone gadget. And if you're not part of the Apple ecosystem, you don't have a lot that you can do with it, basically, because it's really, it doesn't replace your phone. You know, it eliminates your need to take your phone out of your pocket, which is, I know it's a big disaster every time, again and again. But I'm wondering, will people be able, or will they want to pay such extreme amounts of money for basic? It's a gadget for their gadget.
Let's talk about extreme amounts. Lots of criticism on the 18-karat gold $10,000 watch. Why did they even do it?
I think they want to kind of brand themselves as a status symbol for rich people. You know?
But rich people could have, you know, when they wanted a rich iPhone, so they just, you know, put gold on their iPhone.
Yeah, but it's not like extremely rich people. It's just, you know, let's say the 5%, the 10%, people who can afford it and have absolutely no taste. I mean, it's. I think, you know, for us, the regular people of the world, it would be actually pretty good, because it's kind of like, I'm a douchebag. I have a golden smartwatch, so it's kind of, it marks them. I don't know.
As
it's really.
douches.
I think Apple went too far with this golden watch. It's tasteless, and it's kind of like, who's going to wear it? Like maybe gangsters.
Yeah, and what's the exact recipe, okay, on your hat that you're going to eat if this will become a huge hit?
I will not just eat my hat. I will actually go buy a golden smartwatch by Apple, break it to pieces, and eat every piece separately if Apple's smartwatch, if this Apple smartwatch, if this generation of watches becomes a hit. Not just Apple, smartwatches in general.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's move on. So, while Tim Cook and the rest of the Cupertino gang were excited to tell the world about the, well, 18-karat golden smartwatch, Google and Pebble took the opportunity to troll Apple. Pebble, who are running a very successful campaign for their new smartwatch, seemed to be rather amused on Twitter. The company retweeted jokes about the new expensive watch and even made some of its own. The jokes were mean, but pretty funny. We like our tech companies feisty, and just minutes before Apple's announcement was made, Google dropped its own punch in Apple's direction with a new ad putting an emphasis on the individual versatility of Android-based smartwatches. We are all individuals.
Hi, howdy, hi. Well, everyone is minus, you could call me multiply. Just so you know, yes, I'm that guy. This is me on the regular, so you know. Yeah, you know that I go. This is me on the regular, so you know.
Individualism. Now, it's acquisition time for Twitter. Last month, Twitter acquired a startup that hasn't launched yet, Periscope, which is building an app for streaming video from your phone. Twitter has made a big push into video over the past months, launching its first consumer video feature at the end of January. The Periscope acquisition, estimated at some sources at $100 million, will likely offer a different use case. While while the Twitter video feature of the company's 6-second video platform, Vine, are good for sharing videos stored or captured on smartphones, they aren't helpful for sharing anything live. Twitter hopes Periscope will solve exactly that. Wait for me, world. I'm coming to you live. Now, there was one more thing in Apple's big announcement from Monday. HBO's long-awaited standalone subscription service is coming next month, and Apple TV has been announced as the company's exclusive launch device. Viewers will be able to watch HBO Now from web browsers, but Apple TV is the only streaming box getting it to start with. An app for iPhone and iPad will be released as well. All you need to get HBO Now is a broadband connection and an Apple device, said HBO CEO Richard Plepler. Priced at $14.99 per month, HBO Now will offer access to HBO's entire library. Check their nifty promo.
I've never seen anything like this. I'm glad to hear it.
I get high and I love to get low, so the hearts keep breaking and the heads just roll.
We're trending up, boys. We are trending up.
1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave my exes. And the oh-oh-ohs, they haunt me. Like oh-oh-ohs, they want me to make them oh-oh-oh, they won't let go. Exes. And the oh-oh-ohs, they haunt me. Like oh-oh-ohs, they want me.
Wow.
To make them oh-oh-oh, they won't let go. Exes and oh.
What are you doing right now?
Now.
Say that word again.
Okay, so now HBO is exclusive for cable or Apple. We're still not there, you guys. Not yet. Now, the Japanese culture is usually one step before the world in terms of tech and craziness, but somehow crowdfunding never really took off in the country. That might change thanks to fans of the hugely popular anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. The project is trying to raise $15 million to recreate a famous scene from the series and send a weapon into space. More specifically, the goal is throwing a spear to the moon. You may be, well, confused by this, but the project is already 37% into its goal, and it's the fastest growing crowdfunding project in the history of Japan. It sounds silly, I know, but it's actually an ingenious crossover project aimed at raising funds for a genuine moon landing. The group behind the project is trying to win Google's Lunar X prize for being the first publicly funded team to land a rover on the moon and drive it around for a bit. See you there. Now, I still haven't watched the entire season of House of Cards, so no spoilers, people, please. But in the meantime, here's the new sitcom version of the successful series. Yes, sitcom version. Seems like it could actually work. No spoilers.
In Washington, there's a guy named Frank, and everybody knows his name. Everybody knows him. It's a lot of fun, always playing games. Like when he threw his trick in front of a train. He started out small in a big old town, but he's moving on up, and he won't let you down. He's so misunderstood, Frank Underwood, the commander-in-chief. He's number one. No one's gonna get in his way. Anything goes in Washington when you're hanging out with Frank in the House of Cards.
I want to be Claire Underwood. Maybe next lifetime. The internet is full of crazy people, and we love it for that. So here are Andy and Jean, who raced each other to climb a 27-floor building and jump from the top. Crazy.
All right, you ready? I got this in the bag.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna go on my count.
All right, let's do it.
3, 2, go! Hurry up, dude!
Almost there. Oh.
Go, 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 go! Oh.
And they jumped. Boom. And that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new show. If you'll miss us, you can log on to our Twitter, to our Tumblr. We're at TheTube24. And always remember, the second day of a diet is always easier than the first. On the second day, you're off it. Goodbye.